welcome to the 418. I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Erica, his mama.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about a social media post I came across on Facebook. It was about a first date and everything. This gentleman asked like if this was too much for a first date. He ended up spending $178.07 on the first date. And they had some good food, I think. I look based on how you look at the menu and everything. The receipt, yeah, the receipt. They had some pork chops, they had some wine, they had some salad. They were eating good, it looked like, and everything. And so, yeah, pretty much I want to know, Mom, what are your thoughts on that, spending $178 on first dates?
That's a lot of money in my mind. For somebody that you might not see again, maybe.
Right, because it's like, this is the first, how you know something's good?
You might not have a second date, because the first date you usually are filling one another out and seeing. I haven't dated in a long time, but I don't recall ever allowing anyone to spend that kind of money on me on the first date.
Allowing?
Well, because I feel like there's a level of expectation attached to the amount, especially if you're paying for everything. Back in the day, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, dating, there's like, okay, there was a lot of pressure for men to be the one to pay for the date. And so sometimes there's an expectation. I don't know, still probably now. Like I said, I've not been in a dating pool in years, but I feel like there's a certain level of expectation attached to the date. Whether who pays for what and all that stuff. And so what we gonna do after, because I done spent all this money on you.
You gotta so pay up.
It's time for you to pay your part, which might mean your body, something. So I literally kept it where we might go to the movies, go bowling, something where we can actually interact. It was like an Applebee's type situation, or something reasonable where it wasn't $178. Now, if somebody has money like that, $178 is nothing to them. So I guess it just depends on levels of expectations, what were talked about previously. How good has it been in the talking stage before the actual date?
Like, is it worth $178?
I mean, yeah. So what are your thoughts though on that? Because you are more in the dating pool now. You're younger and you've actually taken young ladies out for dates. So how was that experience in comparison to the $178? Because I know you ain't. Have you ever spent over 100? No. I know you have for me. Yeah. I'm your mama though. I mean, you've taken me. I think that's different. And that wasn't our first date.
Yeah. So yeah, what my mom was just talking about is like, yeah, I like to take my mom out like on like a lot of special dates, kind of like enough. I take her to Ruth's Chris. I take her to Texas de Brazil. All kinds of different restaurants. I spent like. I remember, I was like, ooh, it's $300. It wasn't like, ooh, like crazy, like $300 at most. I probably spent on you, but like it wasn't a big deal to me though too, because for one, yeah, she's my mom and everything, and it's like, yeah, I want to show her a good time, and she deserves that. She deserves to get like treated right and everything. Now, though, like with these girls, like with girls that like just getting to know, like, oh no, you haven't earned that. You haven't earned that Ruth's Chris.
You ain't my mama.
You ain't my mama. No. Yeah. So like for me, like when I was like the most I've ever spent on a girl was probably $100, honestly.
For the first date.
For a first date, yeah. Oh,
did y'all do more than?
Yeah, we did more than that.
Eating.
Like we went to the movies, we went eating, and then like. We went to like another place or something and everything. And like with girl, I tend to be more like, I try to be more creative instead of just eating all the time, just because there are a lot of ways to get to know somebody other than just
a meal.
So like I've gone on dates with like, yeah, like you said, bowling and everything, or a museum, going, or like literally just walking in the city or something like that, or skating, like ice skating or roller skate. Like, so and you know, I was trying to do other stuff with some girls, like bike riding, because I knew they were active, or like it's just like for me, it's like I'm getting to know them and if you're active, I'm like, oh, we can do some active stuff together and everything, and so. But then also like I love food too, so like like
you do.
I love going to restaurants. But like as far as spending like $170, especially on a first date, that's like why? Oh, why? Because it's like I mean, like I think it's like you said, that talking stage is like really good. If the talking stage is like wow, like just perfection at its finest, then I could see, I guess, okay, I'll give you like 120, maybe. I'll do 120.
You ain't going over 150.
No, 150.
Is this included a tip? Because I know I done taught you how to tip well too.
Yeah, so, that's also including the tip. Yeah, I included the $100 with the tax tip too. So it's never really like, but yeah, for me it's like on a first date, like it's like about getting to know that person and everything, and like like you shouldn't be trying to invest too much, like putting all your eggs in one basket right away, like just like, okay, I'm gonna put it all. And I think also spending that much money though too is like a flex too, like it's kind of like you wanting to flex in a sense, like, oh, look at me, I got all this money.
Are you gonna be able to keep that up the second and third day? Because she gonna be like, wait a second,
I was promised on the first. I saw that.
I got the wine close to 200. I was able to get some wine. I was able to get all this stuff.
Now you trying to take me to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. What are you talking about, Chick-fil-A? So exactly, you set a tone.
You do, yeah.
But again, I think that if you are able to, as far as financially, I feel like some people are financially irresponsible, young people. So for them, they will blow almost $200 on one meal.
It's about impress. I think it's just about
trying to impress someone.
Yeah.
And I don't know that is a good basis for a solid relationship. But again, it goes into, are you dating? Why are you dating this person? And how did you feel before the first date about them? Did you get to know them a little bit before the first actual date? So it's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's also another point you mentioned is, like the more you spend, then it's like the more he's like a guy's expecting for something, or like, cause I talked to like a lot of my friends and like guy friends, and they're saying, they're doing this and this for a girl, like spending a lot of money and all that. And he's like, I'm expecting, something to happen at the end of that.
Well, yeah.
Like they had cause it's like, look, I mean.
Yeah. And that's the mentality that I was raised on. Like, if you're spending this amount or you're buying this for me, then the level of expectation is you're going to give me something in return.
Right.
And so I don't know. I know that there have been times where I feel like people don't necessarily talk about even, well, who's paying before? Is that a conversation like, okay, actually, we're both going to be eating, but I'm going to pay for my portion. Is that something people do?
Some people,
I'm going to pay for my portion, you pay for your portion, or I got you this time, but next time you got me. What if there ain't no next time then?
Right. I got you. Yeah, like, oh, this is 100. Okay, yeah, like I got this.
And then the next time y'all go to Chick-fil-A, so yeah, I got you. Wait, hold up. I paid $178, and you gonna pay what, $20 for Chick-fil-A? And I got a milkshake. So, but it's still not. It doesn't compare. But it's just something I feel like people have to talk about their levels of expectations. They have to talk about what their boundaries are, what they can do, and stop trying to flex. Don't try to flex.
Right.
And don't have exactly those expectations of, well, yeah, I'm going to wine and dine her real good so that she can give me something at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Or next week, whenever. She's going to pay up in some kind of way. That's a wrong type of mentality.
Definitely a wrong mentality to have. Like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree. Oh, man. Good conversation. Very good I forget. I was about to ask something, but I don't know.
I got his mind racing, y'all.
No. But yeah, like also just the fact that like, yeah, like it's like you said, because for me, like anytime I take her, like I expect to pay like all the time and everything, like anyway. And for me, like I'm not trying to spend that much just because. But like again, yeah, if they're in another boat, like and they're just like. Even then, like, oh, I'm still paying, but yeah, I'm still gonna get something. Like, so no, like, that's never the right mentality to have for like that. And you should be But like, yeah, again, I think the purpose of a first date is to like really get to know that person and just like
to an extent, because it's just one day. Right. I mean, you don't get to know them completely, but how comfortable are you with this person? Are they easy to talk to? Can they carry a conversation? Right. That's why you never go to the movies necessarily for a first date. Oh, maybe the second or third, if you all are both
surprisingly,
are movie buffs.
A lot of Pittsburgh girls like going to the movies on a first date.
Really?
Yes. And I'll be like, okay, this is your suggestion.
Because they don't want to talk to you, clearly.
No.
I'm just saying, you can't possibly want to talk, because you're not talking.
No, it ain't about, well, for some of them, it wasn't about the talk. It was about more, for some of the girls, we were,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So just wanted some.
Okay. Okay.
That's what it's up. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
But
so movies. Okay, so that's cold for. Okay, anyway, so.
To a certain extent, for some girls,
some girls,
other girls. Yeah.
So if I know that the girl, okay, I got you.
No.
Got you. I'm assuming now.
Oh,
yeah, you
Lord.
don't put it in my mind.
It's just some of the girls I encountered. That's all. But,
I hear you.
But anyways, so yeah, like I'd say like $178 is a bit much on a first date. I would say that. Personally, I mean, but again, like if it's your money, that's what you want to do, I guess, and then yeah, go ahead and do that. But again, I have my own opinions. Mom has her own opinions. But yeah, like
y'all do you. Y'all do you.
Let us know in the comments what y'all think, if 178 is too much and everything. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Hope y'all enjoy this, and yeah, see y'all later.
See y'all.